Cinematic universes have become a staple of entertainment, from the MCU to the DCEU to the very, very successful Dark Universe Cinematic Universe. They are everywhere these days, and every cinematic universe, however successful they may be, has one thing in common.
What's that?
They're all connected by crossovers.
It's a crossover!
These movie universes couldn't exist if they didn't let their movies cross over. This concept provides the rule to audiences that if two properties cross over canonically, they exist in the same universe, or in some cases, the same multiverse as each other.
Peter!
Yeah? Sorry. Did you mean
that?
However, crossovers are much older than the concept of connected universes.
How old are they, Dad?
Crossovers have been around since the 50s, when Superman first met Lucy from I Love Lucy.
How do you do? My name is Superman.
Countless shows, properties, franchises, and movies have crossed over at this point. This begs the question, how many properties are actually connected to each other because of crossovers or other confirmations of existing in the same universe?
How many are there?
You clicked on this video, so you must know you won't have to worry about wondering for too long because I've done the work for you. I've gone through every crossover in film and TV and some video games and comics as needed to create a comprehensive map that consists of every property that exists in the same universe. The Pop Culture Universe Cinematic Universe, which will from here on be known as the PCUCU or the PCUku.
That was a mouthful.
This is how it works. Take show A, B, and C. If a character from show A appears in show B, and a character from show B appears in show C, show A, B, and C then all exist in the same universe through the transitive property. If show C has a spin-off which becomes show D also exists in that same universe. However, there are two additional layers as this map will consist of the entire PCUku multiverse. If a character from show A crosses over with show B, but via crossing into a new universe or dimension, like how Timmy is wished into Jimmy's universe in the Timmy Jimmy Power Hour, and a character from show B appears in show C in the same universe, B and C are in the same universe, but A is in a different universe but the same multiverse. We'll call this the Timmy Jimmy Conundrum.
Do you know what this means? Do you? Do you?
Why are you talking to me like that?
The next layer is what we'll be calling the Fortnite connection, and we'll go more in depth into that near the end of the video.
Okay. Locate the best hunters across all realities.
Signatures triangulated and defined. Execute.
This better work.
Now, let's get started with mapping out the PCUku, and what better place to start than the first TV crossover, Lucy and Superman. On January 14th, 1957, George Reeves' Superman guest starred on the I Love Lucy episode, Lucy and Superman. Since George Reeves' Superman intersects with other properties via the Timmy Jimmy Conundrum, let's keep it simple right now and stick with I Love Lucy.
Ricky!
About 2 years after meeting Superman, Lucy appears in the Danny Thomas Show episode, Lucy Upsets the Williams Household. So, if you're sticking with me here, we have George Reeves' Superman, Lucy, and Danny Thomas confirmed to all exist in the same universe.
Is that it?
No, that is not it.
Now, the Danny Thomas Show opens up some options for the PCUku. The show had several spin-offs, including The Andy Griffith Show, The Bill Dana Show, and The Joey Bishop Show. Buddy Sorrell from The Dick Van Dyke Show appears in the Danny Thomas Show episode, The Woman Behind the Jokes.
Kindly recall you have an exclusive contract to write for me, therefore you cannot write for her.
While Lucy Carter from Here's Lucy appears in the episode Lucy and the Letcher. Here's Lucy had two major crossover episodes, Lucy and Mannix Are Held Hostage, where Joe Mannix from the show Mannix guest stars.
I'm awfully sorry about this. If I hadn't hit you on the head, none of this would have happened.
Oh, that's all right.
And Lucy Visits Jack Benny, where Lucy Visits Jack Benny.
You're Jack Benny, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
While the Bill Dana Show and the Joey Bishop Show have no further connections for us to explore, the Andy Griffith Show has some threads we can pull from.
Hi, Andy.
Well, hi, Martin.
Like the Danny Thomas Show, the Andy Griffith Show produced a few spin-offs, including Gomer Pyle USMC and Mayberry RFD. While not a spin-off, the new Andy Griffith Show premiere episode does feature Goober and Emmett from the Andy Griffith Show, connecting it into the same universe. Howard Sprague from the Andy Griffith Show appears in the It's Gary Shandling Show episode, The Day Howard Moved In.
You know, if you're in a bad mood about your work, don't come in here and take it out on me and my audience. They've been here since 7 a.m.
Quickly running down this thread, Gary Shandling from The Gary Shandling Show appears in General Hospital, and another notable character who has appeared in General Hospital is Dr. Jacobs from Twin Peaks.
Shovel your way out of the shit and into the truth.
Final connection through the Andy Griffith Show is Hi Honey, I'm Home. Gomer Pyle appears in the episode Hi Mom, I'm Not Home. And that actually connects to shows we're going to discuss later, so let's circle back to the Dick Van Dyke Show right now.
The Dick Van Dyke Show, starring Dick Van Dyke.
So Sally and Buddy from Dick Van Dyke appear in the Herman's Head episode When Harry Met Hermie.
I think of something sexy.
Sexy? How about me in tights?
While Rob Petrie appears in the Diagnosis Murder episode Obsession Part 2.
They're playing our song.
And Alan Brady appears in the Mad About You episode The Alan Brady Show.
What is this? Mr. Brady, how are you, sir? What are you doing?
Diagnosis Murder gives us the spin-off Jake and the Fat Man.
I'll say this about the fat man. He's a sweet guy.
Listen, creep. I'm gonna take you apart like a clock.
The show also has crossovers with Matlock and the Mission Impossible TV show.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, Jim.
And famously, the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movies are just a continuation of the Mission Impossible TV show, so we're now adding that whole franchise into this universe.
Secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, Ethan.
Mad About You brings us into NBC's connected sitcom universe.
Thursday, new episodes of your favorite comedy. How can you go wrong?
Kramer from Seinfeld appears in the Mad About You episode The Apartment.
Look, I'm kind of in a hurry. I want to get to Smiler's before it closes.
Smiler's is open 24 hours.
No, I heard a rumor.
Mad About You's most famous crossover, though, is with Friends.
There's the waitress. Excuse me, miss. Hello, miss.
That's Phoebe.
Hi. Hey.
Hi. Okay, will that be all?
For an explanation for why Lisa Kudrow appears in both Friends and Mad About You, creators of the shows decided to make her characters on each show twins, with Ursula appearing on Friends multiple times.
So you're here too, much as you are.
Friends also had the spin-off Joey, as well as having Phoebe appear on Hope and Gloria and Ross appear in an episode of The Single Guy.
So you're sure Janine's bone isn't from a dinosaur?
No. Sorry, that was definitely a cat bone.
Caroline from Caroline in the City shows up in an episode of Friends where Joey and Chandler accidentally lose Ben.
I think it's great you guys are doing this.
Well, we are great guys.
Caroline meets Niles and Daphne from Frasier in the Caroline in the City episode Caroline and the Bad Back.
Dr. Crane, what have they done with Caroline in the City? It makes no sense.
Let me see. I don't have enough shoes. You're right, I don't get it.
Famously, Frasier and its spin-off show, Frasier 2023, are spin-offs of the hit sitcom Cheers.
Afternoon, everybody. No! How you doing, Norm? What do you know? Not enough.
The Cheers bar has been visited by Homer Simpson, Mickey Mouse, and several St. Elsewhere characters.
This looks like a nice friendly place.
Elliot Carlin from The Bob Newhart Show has also appeared in St. Elsewhere.
Why don't you give up on this guy? Ever since this operation, he doesn't give a ding-dong about anything. He's totally apathetic.
Mr. Carlin, you promised you were going to be more friendly.
And Bob Hartley appears in Murphy Brown.
I don't know who you are, Bob.
Bob. Dr. Bob Hartley. I'm a psychologist.
Oh, well, Dr. Bob, but Carol is perfectly happy here, aren't you, Carol? Absolutely.
We'll double your salary.
I'll get my thanks.
On September 26, 1996, several shows crossed over with each other in CBS's crossover night. These shows included High Society, Can't Hurry Love, and The Nanny.
That is so thoughtful of you.
Ray from Everybody Loves Raymond appears in the Nanny episode The Reunion Show.
Everybody loved Raymond.
Ray from Everybody Loves Raymond has appeared in King of Queens in the episodes Road Rage, Rainy Day, Dire Straits, and Reagan.
Even though we're not interested, there's a good chance that some of these ladies are gonna throw themselves at us.
Oh my God, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
while Doug appeared in the Everybody Loves Raymond episodes The Lone Baron and Ray Home Alone.
I can't believe it's you. I was just hating you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Both characters also appear in the Becker episode Drive, They Said.
Evan and Ray are busting in on Becker.
Wonderful. The three amigo.
Looping back to The Nanny, Bobby Fleckman from This Is Spinal Tap appears in the Nanny episode The Bobby Fleckman Story.
Who are you? Bobby Fleckman, VP of Record Promotion. Say hello to my assistant, Chloe.
Hello, it's nice.
Shh, I'm talking on the phone.
Spinal Tap also circles us back to The Simpsons as they appear in the episode The Auto Show.
But nobody rocks like Springfield.
Now, The Simpsons have an extensive history of crossovers and cameos. For this list, though, remember, we are only using canon appearances, so that does not include parodies, alternate versions, or non-official crossovers.
Hey, Bart. Looks like a beautiful day to swipe some picnic baskets.
That being said, Simpsons still has several canon-confirmed crossovers.
You badmouthed MacGyver, didn't you?
Jay Sherman from The Critic appears in the Simpsons episodes A Star is Burns, Hurricane Nettie, and The Ziff Who Came to Dinner. Homer Simpson also appears in the Duckman episode in Haunted Society Plumbers.
The perfect crime.
Characters from The X-Files also make an official cameo in The Simpsons.
There's been another unsubstantiated UFO sighting in the heartland of America. We've got to get there right away.
And other characters with official Simpsons crossovers include the Hill family from King of the Hill, Number 6 from The Prisoner, Jack Bauer from 24, Bender, Fry, and Leela from Futurama. Bender actually ends up staying in the basement sleeping for 1,000 years. The Belchers from Bob's Burgers, Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls, and the Griffins from Family Guy.
Yeah, we did it. What's he doing here?
Now, we got to carry him because he can't fly on his own. We let that other guy try, and look what happened. No.
Rick and Morty have a Timmy Jimmy conundrum crossover with The Simpsons when Rick and Morty fly through a portal and run over The Simpsons in a couch gag.
Let's go. I'm driving this time.
No more guest animators, man.
Not only have the Griffins canonically met The Simpsons in an hour-long special, they also appeared in Drawn Together.
Why'd you give him money? You know he's just gonna spend it on lemonade.
While the Orville ship from Orville, Scrat from Ice Age, Dr. House from House, and Beavis and Butthead have appeared canonically in Family Guy. Doria is a spin-off of Beavis and Butthead, and Beavis and Butthead appear in Celebrity Deathmatch.
Can I do your granddaughter? I'm in no mood for your wife's crack.
The Cleveland Show is a spin-off of Family Guy, with both shows crossing over multiple times.
What's up?
Oh, hey, Cleveland.
Hi.
Wait, don't you have a show to do? Oh, that's right.
The Griffins also interact with the Smith family from American Dad multiple times.
The hell kind of dog is that? I was gonna ask the same thing.
Let's circle back to Futurama.
Good news, everyone! Those asinine morons who canceled us were themselves fired for incompetence. Hooray!
We can see Zoidberg from Futurama in the Duck Dodgers episode Attack of the Drones. We also see Finn and Jake from Adventure Time appear in the episode Leela and the Jeanstalk.
What time is it? Time for you to shut up!
Fry, Bender, and the Professor are seen time traveling in Disenchantment. The Belchers from Bob's Burgers, who had met The Simpsons, also met Archer in the Archer episode in Riffs.
Is everything?
Everything's fine. We're
close, Bob. It's
Linda, take the kids in the back. Kids, go in the back with your mom.
Archer meets Eggsy from Kingsman in a short crossover promo.
Finally, some service. Jesus. Do you have any jackets without a British cut? I look kind of like Twiggy.
From the PC Uku Canonverse, we jump into the multiverse back to the Rick and Morty in PC Uku Universe C-137. Even though their cameos in Space Jam are not canon to the show, the mentioned C-137 Rick from the show has canonically traveled to the Space Jam universe to kill those versions of Rick and Morty.
I did it, Morty! I killed the versions of us that were in Space Jam! Help me with the bodies!
Wow! How'd you do it, Rick?
It was easy, Morty. They welcomed death. They wanted out, Morty!
In the Gravity Falls episode Society of the Blind Eye, Stan loses a coffee mug, notepad, and pen which fly into a portal. Those same items come out of a portal in the Rick and Morty episode, Close Encounters of the Rick Kind.
A city of grandpas?
It's the Citadel of Ricks. All the different Ricks from all the different realities got together to hide here from the government.
Back in the Canonverse, the TARDIS from Doctor Who can be seen landing in the Mystery Shack.
More like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Doctor Who has 3 spin-offs, Class, Sarah Jane, and Torchwood.
Welcome to Torchwood.
That's such a fast sunlighter.
None of those shows have any other connections. However, the third Doctor in Doctor Who appeared in EastEnders, while the Doctor's TARDIS has appeared in Red Dwarf, Kirby Buckets, and Lab Rats.
I'm the Doctor, by the way.
Lab Rats has a crossover special with Mighty Med, and EastEnders has a crossover special with Coronation Street.
Hello, welcome to Weatherfield. I'm Haley.
Haley, darling, nice to meet you. I'm Christian.
The TARDIS isn't the only sci-fi ship to appear on Red Dwarf. A Weyland-Yutani ship from Aliens and a Klingon bird of prey are seen in a spaceship graveyard in the episode Siren.
Space. The final frontier.
This locks in the entirety of the main Star Trek continuity into the PC Uku, meaning Star Trek exists in the same universe as Futurama, Orville, and Doctor Who.
Live long and prosper.
The J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies also exist in the PC Uku multiverse, since the Spock from the original timeline travels to a new universe and creates a branch timeline.
You lied.
Oh, I implied.
The brand Slusho from Alias appears in the J.J. Abrams Star Trek.
I'd like a Clabnon Fire Tea, 3 Budweiser Classics, 2 Cardassian Sunrises, and
Gotta try the Slusho, it's good.
the Slusho mix, thank you.
The same brand also appears in Cloverfield, Fringe, and Super 8.
You all, everybody! You all, everybody!
You All Everybody, a song by the fictional band Drive Shaft from Lost, can be heard in the Alias episode The Awful Truth.
Looks like the party just got started.
The Apollo Bar featured in Lost appears in Scrubs and Once Upon a Time.
Just pick a candy, T-Dog.
Shut up!
And Ted from Scrubs appears in Cougar Town for a mini Scrub reunion.
Everyone here looks like someone from my old job. Old you was nice to me. Old you hated me.
I kind of feel the same way now.
Now, none of these shows exist in the canon PC Uku verse, but they do all exist in the multiverse in the same universe as that J.J. Abrams Star Trek.
Fire on all enemy ships. 1 photon each should do. Let's not waste ammunition.
All right, you sticking with me here?
Yes, I get it.
Let's go back to the main continuity for a little bit. Dr. Jackson Roykirk, who first appears in Star Trek, appears in the Team Knight Rider episode The Changeling.
Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
Uncle Dale, who first appeared in the show 12 Monkeys, makes an appearance in the Star Trek show Picard. Uncle Dale also appears in MacGyver.
Got some contraband for you? These fancy places, they never feed you right. Tell me about it. Bless you, sir.
MacGyver had multiple crossovers and a special with the 2010 Hawaii Five-0.
Okay, please tell me you're the ones with the demolition equipment.
Oh, yeah, that's us. No, it's not. Sorry.
2018 Magnum PI characters also appear in Hawaii Five-0.
Well, let's test that theory then. Go on, turn around.
Oh, let me guess. You have a rendition room in the basement where you'll leverage us until we cooperate.
It is confirmed both 2010 Hawaii Five-0 and the 80s Hawaii Five-0 take place in the same universe when August March appears in both series.
As I said before, you're an idiot. Don't move just much.
The 80s Hawaii Five-0 also had multiple crossovers with the 80s Magnum PI.
Is there a problem? You mean other than the fact that I'm a passenger in my own car? No.
Simon and Simon from Simon and Simon appear in Magnum PI, as well as Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote.
J.B. Fletcher. Well, I know J.B. Fletcher. Well, I mean, I know of J.B. Fletcher, but I thought he was an author. No, I mean, if you're the J.B. Fletcher I know of, I just didn't know you were a woman. That is that he was a she, and she was also an investigator.
Several WizKids characters appear in the Simon and Simon episode, Fly the Alibi Skies. Going back to 2010's Hawaii Five-0, the cast of that show appear in the NCIS LA episode, Touch of Death.
This place is great. I feel like we should be eating nachos and ordering a pitcher of margaritas.
While Hetty Lang from NCIS Los Angeles appears in the Scorpion episode, True Colors.
I'll just hack in.
Or you could use my account number.
Thank you.
NCIS LA, along with NCIS New Orleans, NCIS Sydney, and NCIS Hawaii, are spin-offs of NCIS, which itself is a spin-off of JAG.
Hey, she's a JAG. But how many blonde JAG female lieutenants can there be?
Finishing off our connections from the Star Trek continuity, we have the Millennium Falcon appearing in Star Trek, and a Constellation-class starship from Star Trek appearing in Battlestar Galactica.
Worlds are colliding!
Serenity, the ship from Firefly, appears in Battlestar Galactica Episode 33.
I aim to misbehave.
Reavers, the terrifying species from Firefly, appear in the movie Cabin in the Woods, alongside a Deadite from Evil Dead.
Sector 12 down, Sector 8 down, Sector 3 down. Jesus Christ!
Evil Dead crosses over with Xena from Xena Warrior Princess, Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street, and Jason from Friday the 13th. Xena Warrior Princess is a spin-off of Hercules' Legendary Journeys.
We've been down this road before. The last time you almost cost me a friendship.
This time, it'll cost you a life.
Trent DeMarco from Friday the 13th also appears in the 2007 Transformers film, bringing the entirety of the Transformers live-action movie franchise into PCUku.
Autobots, roll out. We roll.
Dutch Gerhardt from 28 Days also appears in the Transformers films.
It's difficult, but not for me. I'm in. Bridge down.
Going back to Friday the 13th, Jason has a crossover comic book appearance with Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Dexter from Dexter.
You are one ugly mother.
Alien has had multiple franchise crossovers with the Predator franchise. Purge 24556 DR5 is a location in both Aliens and Blade Runner.
I had your job once. I was good at it.
A xenomorph appears in the anime Kill la Kill, and Weyland Yutani from Alien is mentioned as a client of Wolfram and Hart from Angel.
Wolfram and Hart has put roots down in this glamorous city that grow deep, and branches that reach right into the heart of every major corporation, including Yoyodyne, Weyland Yutani, and News Corp,
which is a spin-off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy Summers, Buffy. A lot of letters.
Alright, now that we've come to the end of that long stretch, let's cut back down to X-Files, who we saw crossover with The Simpsons.
I've seen enough, Mulder. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. But somewhere out there, something is watching us. There are alien forces acting in ways we can't perceive.
X-Files crosses over with Eek the Cat and Cops in Millennium.
Why is a detective from another network tracking down extraterrestrials on Fox?
John Munch. Both Homicide on the Street and Law & Order appears in X-Files. Law & Order has multiple crossovers with the Chicago shows, Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Chicago Justice, and Chicago Med.
Chicago!
The Chicagoverse also crosses over with FBI.
This is Detective Haley Upton from Chicago PD. You will be partnered with Agent Zidane.
On top of appearing in X-Files, Law & Order, and Homicide Life on the Street, John Munch also appears in Arrested Development.
And here's where it gets interesting.
Arrested Development brings us our most interesting connection to this universe. Arrested Development canonically exists in the MCU.
Wait, what?
Tobias Funk appears in Infinity War in the Collector's Trophy Room.
Are you crazy?
And even if this isn't him, the Bluth family stair car appears in Civil War. This makes every MCU property canon to the PCUku.
Alright, look live, Jarvis. It's playtime.
This includes Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America the First Avenger, The Avengers, Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers Age of Ultron.
Ants! Ant-Man!
Captain America Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home, Black Widow, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thor Love and Thunder, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk Attorney at Law, The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, The Defenders, The Punisher, Runaways, and Cloak and Dagger.
I can do this all day.
Now, thanks to Marvel, it's time to do some more multiverse jumping through the PCUku.
The multiverse is real.
So if we follow Loki...
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
Not that Loki. This Loki.
Be free! Mihi Norman est Loki!
The TVA, who at this point in time is watching the multiverse, which if you think about it includes everything we've talked about so far, appeared in Deadpool and Wolverine.
I go by the name of Paradox, Mr. Paradox, and you're sitting here at the TVA, the Time Variance Authority,
which consists in the TVA designated universe 10005, where we also see Monica Rambeau end up at the end of the Marvels talking to Beast.
You somehow crossed through a tear in space-time. You are now in a reality parallel to your own, which is, of course, impossible.
This means this timeline consists of all X-Men films, including X-Men, X2, X3 The Last Stand, X-Men Origins Wolverine, The Wolverine, Logan, First Class, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix, The New Mutants, Deadpool, and Deadpool 2.
There, all caught up.
Deadpool and Wolverine also grows our PCUku multiverse.
Fair warning, gorgeous. You're going to encounter some indelicate language, a smidge of ass play, but we've been prohibited from using cocaine on camera.
Thanks to the inclusion of Johnny Storm, Blade, and Elektra, we can now also include the 2005 and 2007 Fantastic Four films, 2003's Daredevil, Elektra, Blade, Blade 2, and Blade Trinity.
There's only been one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade.
It is also likely teased that several versions of Punisher exist in the multiverse, and this most likely includes Dolph Lundgren, Thomas Jane, and Ray Stevenson's version of the character.
You call me the Punisher, ain't that right? The big bad Punisher. You want to
remove the witness?
I am the Punisher.
Also, as an added bonus, Deadpool and Wolverine adds many different versions of Wolverine and Deadpool to the PCUku, and this includes the Calvarine.
The Calvarine. The legends are true. And may I say, sir, on behalf of all humanity, this just feels right.
Coming back to the MCU proper, we have Spider-Man No Way Home, which not only introduces both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's versions of Spider-Man, it also brings in Venom as we see Eddie Brock at the end of the film.
Okay, I got this. You're saying that this whole place here, it's just tons of super people.
And he has been saying it for hours.
We can also connect Venom's universe to Morbius thanks to references and confirmation by Sony.
I am Venom.
But even if it wasn't, we do see MCU's Vulture appear in Morbius, at least tying it to the multiverse.
And don't even get me started on Doctor Strange, you little nerd back on Earth 1999-99.
Who's Doctor Strange? Sounds like he maybe shouldn't practice medicine.
MCU Spider-Man, Raimi's Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and Venom all have cameos and references in Across the Spider-Verse.
For you, it's just a Tuesday night. You're acting like weird stuff like this happens to you all the time.
In Into the Spider-Verse, we also see the FLDSMEFR appear, which brings Cloudy with a chance of meatballs to the multiverse.
It's called the Flint-Lockwood Diatonic Super Mutating Dynamic Food Replicator. Or, for short, the Flintserver.
Across the Spider-Verse also features the spectacular Spider-Man Peter Parker and Spider-Knight from the cartoon Ultimate Spider-Man.
Back, lest I be forced to hurt thee.
And with Ultimate Spider-Man, we're back into the main PCUku universe, as this will eventually connect back to all the shows I mentioned earlier.
It's all connected.
Let's follow this version of Spider-Man into Avengers Assemble and Hulk and the Agents of Smash.
Ultimate Spider-Man, ready to go. Where exactly are we going?
This Spider-Man also teams up with Phineas and Ferb.
Aunt May! Phineas and Ferb are making a crossover.
And Phineas and Ferb starts connecting us to a lot of Disney shows.
Ferb, I know we're gonna
All right, boys and girls, listen up. Mom's on a walking tour of Danville, and Dad's tinkering in the basement, so I'm in charge. That means no shenanigans. Hey, Spider-Man.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz has phone calls with both Gamma from Big City Greens and Gretel from Hamster and Gretel.
Sorry, did I catch you in mid-battle?
Yeah, we're just wrapping up.
Cricket from Big City Greens has a phone call with Launchpad McDuck from the 2017 DuckTales.
Ed, did you say you got a gemstone?
Yeah, it's pretty big. About the size of my airplane.
The size of... I'm sorry. I'm actually quite good friends with Mr. McG.
Mr. McD!
This version of DuckTales essentially created the Disney Saturday Morning universe with all its cameos from other Disney cartoons.
Let's get dangerous.
Bon Carnage from Tailspin is a major villain in the show, and Kit Cloudkicker also had an appearance in the show.
Ah, Kid Cloudkicker, what do I have the pleasure of stealing from you today?
I'm sorry, what's that? I missed your cool speech, I think. Can you get closer and do it again from the beginning word for word?
Darkwing Duck and DuckTales share main characters Launchpad McDuck, and Darkwing crosses over with DuckTales multiple times.
Villain! My clever ruse lured them out of hiding, and now I strike.
The full group of rescue rangers appear and break Dewey out of prison.
Oh, what does it all mean?
The Goof Troop and Goofy Movie version of Goofy gives Donald a pep talk in DuckTales.
Wait, Goofy was really here this whole time?
Of course. Magic's got nothing over the power of a big-name guest star.
And Launchpad also makes a quick call to Baymax from Big Hero 6. Another show that has had multiple crossovers with Phineas and Ferb is Milo Murphy's Law.
Wait, you're not the pizza delivery guy. This is my pizza delivery guy trap.
Perry also crosses over with the Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse version of Disney's favorite mouse in the Where's My Water game.
That sounds amazing!
Now, while this Mickey Mouse show seems to parody many Disney cartoons, a lot of the appearances have actually been confirmed to be canon. Throughout the show, we see Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland, Mr. Toad from The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, Snow White from Snow White, and Cinderella from Cinderella.
What you need is one of my patented sunshine songs. Oh, I know what to do when you're feeling blue. You turn that frown right upside down.
Yeah, that's great.
Snow White and Bambi have a crossover comic called Thumper Meets the Seven Dwarfs, which canonically link the two films. Snow White also appears in the show Sophia the First, along with Cinderella. In fact, most Disney princesses have appeared canonically in Sophia the First.
I'm going to learn how to be the best princess ever.
This includes Jasmine from Aladdin, Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Mulan from Mulan, Rapunzel from Tangled, Merida from Brave, and Tiana from Princess and the Frog.
Oh, I just love feeling the wind through my sticks.
Olaf from Frozen has also appeared, as well as Merlin from Sword in the Stone.
It's a magic mirror.
It's not a magic mirror. It's just got a wizard in it. Merlin!
Sophia the First also has a spin-off show called Elena of Avalor.
Princess Elena?
Along with being connected through Sophia the First, Frozen and Tangled also have a direct link, as Rapunzel and Flynn can be seen attending Elsa's coronation.
Tale as old as time.
Stitch appears in a canon promo interrupting Belle and Beast dancing. Stitch also interrupts a birthing ceremony at Pride Rock in Lion King.
Hey, that's not Simba.
Pride Rock also shows up in George of the Jungle.
Watch out for that tree.
Stitch also managed to interact with just about every Disney mid-2000s show. The gang from Recess travels to Hawaii in Lilo and Stitch episode Lax.
Spinelli, I hate baloney, and Borean turns my hair green, and maggots are Ricky. Tourists.
Kim, Ron, and Rufus from Kim Possible make the trip to Hawaii in the episode Rufus.
This Possible Kim has quite impressive resume. Head of cheerleading squad, saved the world 12 times.
I probably saved the world at least 14 times.
The Proud Family shows up in Spats.
I'm Lilo, and this is my dog, Stitch. Aloha, Lilo. I'm Penny Proud. That's a cute... dog, did you say?
And Jake Long and the gang from American Dragon appear.
Just keep your eyes open, young dragon. You never know when you will see something magical.
I am mad. $50 down the drain.
Ingrid from the cartoon Fillmore makes a cameo appearance in American Dragon.
Later, Fillmore.
Peace out, Ingrid.
That's about as far as we're going to get down that thread. Let's circle back around to Ultimate Spider-Man, as this version of Peter has one other crossover that was with the series Jessie.
As hard as it is for me to admit this, you're good.
Oh, you're making me blush.
Mr. Mosby from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Sweet Life on Deck appears on Jessie, and he can be seen giving Cody a call to let him know that Jessie looks exactly like Bailey.
I'm telling you, Cody, it's uncanny. She looks exactly like Bailey. You want to come see for yourself? Oh dear.
Mr. Hashimoto from Zack and Cody makes a guest appearance in Ant Farm, and Zack and Cody appeared in the I'm in the Band episode, I'm in the Band on Deck.
It's the Can't Miss event. That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana.
Raven Baxter, that's me.
I'm Cody and this is Zach. I'm Maddie. Hey, Maddie. You're Hannah Montana.
Zack and Cody also starred in 2 major Disney Channel crossovers. That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, which crossed the series over with That's So Raven and Hannah Montana, and Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana, which crossed the series over with Wizards of Waverly Place, and once again with Hannah Montana.
Your butt is confined to this cabin. You'll have to entertain yourself with whatever's in this room.
I think I can make that work.
That's So Raven also has 2 spin-offs, Corey in the House and Raven's Home.
If raising your kids with your best friend is both a financial necessity and a dream come true, let me hear you say, whoop, whoop.
And Booker from Raven's Home appears in Saturdays.
And being on a cloud with you is like, it's like being in heaven with me. Tell me, girl, are you alone?
Back to the center of the Disney Channel connections, Austin and Ally from Austin and Ally appear in several episodes of Jessie.
Hey, Jesse!
KC from KC Undercover appears on Austin and Ally. Austin and Ally also appear in I Didn't Do It and Girl Meets World.
Hey, bacon, tomato. Could you please tell my friend's mom it's okay to leave us here?
Yeah, we're pretty good kids.
Who doesn't feel safe with a tomato?
Along with being a spin-off of Boy Meets World, which we'll circle back to later, Riley and the gang have met Sid and Shelby from Best Friends Whenever.
I'm Riley.
I'm Lucas.
I'm Shelby.
I'm Leopold Gransby.
Liv and Maddie have also crossed paths with Sid and Shelby.
She's over there. Liv Rooney. I'm your biggest fan. You do it all, girl.
Thank you.
And one last time we circle back to Jessie for its final connection. Good luck, Charlie.
Did you catch any of that?
No, yeah, he said.
Both shows had a crossover event titled Good Luck, Jessie.
Luke Ross, trust fund recipient.
See the one you warned me about?
Teddy from Good Luck, Charlie appears on Shake It Up.
You guys are the Duncan sisters?
That's right, we are. And before you ask, no, we're not twins.
And this is where things get interesting.
It's the Muppet Show with tonight's guest star, Mr. Joel Grey.
The Muppets have a canonical appearance on Good Luck, Charlie as they help Teddy and her family build their dream house.
Heard that you were tearing your whole house down and gonna make it all new.
How'd you hear that?
Oh, Fozzie Bear ran into your contractor at the comedy club. Not funny, by the way.
Fozzie Bear or the contractor?
Uh-huh.
This opens up the entire Muppets universe, and boy, does this open up some doors.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit seems to be everywhere as he appears in Sam and Friends, Fraggle Rock, Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, and The Little Mermaid. He's not the only one to appear in several other properties, though. Miss Piggy appears in So Random, the spin-off of Sunny with a Chance, and Waldorf and Statler appear in the Pixar short Presto.
Am I crazy or was that good?
You're crazy.
I thought so.
The Muppets have also welcomed several guest characters, including Bean from Tales of Bunny Picnic, Johnny Five from Short Circuit, Pacey and Joey from Dawson's Creek, and Luke, C-3PO, R2-D2, and Chewbacca from Star Wars.
Listen, pal, we're on a mission. There's no way we're gonna get involved in any third-rate variety show.
Second-rate variety show.
Now yes, I know what you're thinking. This can't be the canon characters from Star Wars. This has to be a parody. It would make no sense. Well, it is Mark Hamill, Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew, and Kenny Baker playing the canon versions of their characters.
Excuse me, Master Luke, but what is this strange world we've come to?
Beats me, 3PO. Seems we've landed on some sort of
comedy variety show planet.
Interacting with the Muppets on the planet Coosbane, a planet seen many times on The Muppet Show. This planet is also confirmed in 2009's The Essential Atlas to be a canon planet in Star Wars. This means Star Wars are all canon to the PCU. And we do see the Millennium Falcon appear in Star Trek, further connecting this universe.
Remember Alderaan! I'll search upstairs. Previo, you cover that exit.
Watch it, I covered it in.
Down with the Empire!
The Muppets aren't the only weird connection to Star Wars, however. The red and yellow M&M mascots from M&M have also met Darth Vader from Star Wars, refusing to join the dark side.
We've decided not to join the dark side.
The M&Ms expand the PCU quite a bit, as the M&Ms mascots have also met Mr. Bean, Shrek, the crew of the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean, the Transformers, and the Geico Gecko.
Well, when it comes to breaking spells, usually somebody's got to kiss somebody.
Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean has appeared in Sea of Thieves.
You will always remember this is the day your crew was joined by Captain Jack Sparrow.
The Geico Gecko has appeared alongside the Caveman, which had an ABC sitcom spin-off, The Cavemen.
I thought this was about you telling your truth.
That was my assumption, Tina.
The Gecko has also met Cuphead, Rocky and Bullwinkle, and Gladys from Portal.
Oh, you want it easy? You're in the wrong place.
Okay, robotic overlord lady. It was fun and all, but I'm out of here. Well, this is all good. Look well. Yeah?
Rocky and Bullwinkle have crossed over with Mr. Peabody and Sherman many times.
And now it's time to meet Mr. Peabody.
And it is confirmed that Portal exists in the same universe as the Half-Life series and the Stanley Parable.
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself.
The Shrek franchise, which includes Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, Shrek Forever After, Puss in Boots, Puss in Boots The Last Wish, The Adventures of Puss in Boots, have had several crossovers.
Monkey, you get down from that.
Pipe down. I don't take orders from wee rodents.
Donkey has appeared in the animated sitcom Father of the Pride.
People asking Donkey, will you come to my birthday party? Or Donkey, can my big old fat cousin ride you? Or Donkey, can I shave you and then rub soothing aloe all over your painful bumps?
Shrek has met Buzz the Bee, the mascot of the Honey Nut Cheerios.
Wouldn't you rather have some Honey Nut Cheerios?
Prince Charming hunts down the Energizer Bunny.
If we can't get this guy, how are we supposed to get these guys?
And Puss in Boots appears in All Hail King Julian and has met the Affleck Duck.
It is nice to know that if one of these arrows sent me to the hospital...
Affleck!
Oh, you do lay golden eggs!
Affleck!
All Hail King Julian is an entrance in the Madagascar franchise, which includes Madagascar, Madagascar Escape to Africa, Madagascar 3, Year of Most Wanted, and The Penguins of Madagascar, both the movie and the series.
Cute and cuddly boys!
The Energizer Bunny, who we mentioned was hunted down by Prince Charming, has met Po from Kung Fu Panda.
Energizer, keep going and going.
I'm okay.
And the Affleck Duck, who was seen running around with Puss in Boots, has appeared in the Series of Unfortunate Events movie, Up, and has met Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Zooks! You need a backup plan! That's why we have Affleck!
So I'll have cash to help pay bills.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is part of the Rankin Bass series and has appeared in Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July, which crosses him over with Frosty the Snowman.
Happy birthday!
Rudolph has also met Lily, the mascot for AT&T.
So what are reindeer games?
Angry reindeer, doodle reindeer, flappy reindeer.
Oh, so like regular games with the word reindeer added to them.
Huh.
Buzz the Bee, who met Shrek, has met several other characters including Winnie the Pooh, Garfield, Grumpy Cat from the Grumpy Cat movie, Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Boo Berry, the Trix Rabbit, the Pillsbury Doughboy, and Sunny the Cuckoo Bird from Cocoa Puffs.
Buzz, you saved the delicious honey.
Well, it is what makes Honey Nut Cheerios so delicious.
Winnie the Pooh has met Doc McStuffins.
Winnie the Pooh?
Why, hello there.
Garfield has met characters from U.S. Acres, Marmaduke, Dagwood, Grim from Mother Goose Grim, and Grumpy Cat.
Don't send me out there. Not on a Monday. Please, not on a Monday.
Grumpy Cat appears in Bizaardvark.
You are a loser.
Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. Look at my face.
Marmaduke has met Heathcliff. Grimm has met Snoopy, and Dagwood and Blondie have appeared in Popeye the Man Who Hated Laughter, High and Lois, and Beetle Bailey.
You're right, Daisy. As long as we're up, we might as well have a little snack.
Charlie Brown from Peanuts has met Big Nate, who Jeffrey Kinney, the creator of A Diary of a Wimpy Kid, has said has met Greg from the series at some point. Popeye has met Betty Boop, who has crossover with Felix the Cat many times. Popeye has also met Little Audrey, Flash Gordon, and Sonny the Cuckoo Bird from Cocoa Puffs.
Nobody's tough enough to resist Cocoa Puffs.
As mentioned a little bit ago, Sonny the Cuckoo Bird has met several other cereal mascots at the Monster Cereal Halloween Bash on the back of a cereal box. Other characters that were there include the Trix Rabbit, who has met characters from Rio, and Lucky the Leprechaun, who has met a version of Loki from Marvel.
They're mischievously delicious.
And now for the Muppets' final and biggest crossover, we have obviously Sesame Street.
Froggy! And furthermore, I'm gonna tell your mother on you!
Oh, not my
your
mommy!
Mother, and your mother's not gonna let you come here anymore.
Froggy, please, Froggy, not my mommy.
I'm gonna tell your mommy.
Oh, I'd be so sad.
These two franchises have crossed over on multiple occasions, and like the Muppets, Sesame Street has had its fair share of crossovers.
Wow, I think I'm in love.
The Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz, Mr. Rogers, Pee Wee Herman, Wayne from Wayne's World, The Wiggles, and the Fonz from Happy Days have all learned how to get to Sesame Street.
Well, if you're in a place...
Off.
Big Bird has also appeared on West Wing.
It's just I thought, well, Kermit was going to be here, but, you know, it's no big deal.
Now, the Wiggles have not only met Big Bird, but Barney as well.
We've brought Cookie Monster something special all the way from Australia. Delicious biscuits. Or as you call them, cookies.
And Wayne from Wayne's World crossed paths with the T-1000.
Have you seen this boy?
Mr. Rogers has appeared in Arthur.
It's a beautiful day here at Arthur's house, a neighborly stay here at Arthur's. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Now, the Fonz, who had appeared on Sesame Street, is a big character in Happy Days. And Happy Days had many spin-offs, including Blanksy Beauty, Mork and Mindy, and Laverne and Shirley.
Hey, Fonzie!
Hey, the Fazio, they're here.
Laverne and Shirley appear in the CBS special Lily for President, along with characters from Maverick and Alice.
That's the big news that you have for us.
Flo is a spin-off of Alice, and Boss Hoog and Eno Straight from Dukes of Hazzard appear in Alice as well. Pee Wee Herman also appeared in Lily for President.
Hey, Pee-wee!
That's my name, Cherry. Don't wear it out.
Pee Wee has also met Cheech and Chong and appeared in Back to the Beach.
Everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Well, the bird is a word. Well, the bird, bird, bird. Well, the bird is a word.
Along with characters from Gilligan's Island, Get Smart, Leave It to Beaver, and 77 Sunset Strip. Beaver from Leave It to Beaver appeared in The Love Boat. Love Boat and its spin-off Love Boat Next Wave had several run-ins with Fantasy Island, Charlie's Angels, Martin, Father Knows Best, and Alf.
Did you know that if you looked really carefully, you could see Elvis in one of the crowd scenes in Gandhi?
Margaret Anderson from Father Knows Best appears on Baby Boom. Charlie's Angels has a crossover comic with The Bionic Woman, which is a spin-off of The $6 Million Man.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Alf, who appeared in Love Boat Next Wave, appears in both Duncanville and Young Sheldon.
It's all Hollywood magic. Till the magic is gone.
Duncanville has an appearance of Amy Poehler's character Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec.
Leslie, the annoyingly upbeat woman from the Parks Department.
We're gonna fill that pit. Boo.
Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec appears in The Good Place and also owns the safe company that unalived Jason in The Good Place.
Jason going to jail?
No, ma'am. Jason's dead. He suffocated in that safe. There are no air holes. Plus, he did a bunch of whippets while he was in there, which couldn't have helped.
At least he died doing what he loved.
Parks and Rec also share a connection through 30 Rock via the gorilla statue that has been confirmed to be the same statue in both shows.
It's a crossover hit.
The other show Alf appeared on, Young Sheldon, is famously a spin-off of The Big Bang Theory following the young life of the character Sheldon.
Hello, Sheldon.
Hello, Sheldon.
The Big Bang Theory does share a connection with 2.5 Men, as both shows share the fictional anime show Oshikuru Demon Samurai.
What's this cartoon called again?
Oshikuru Demon Samurai.
And it's not a cartoon, it's anime. Oh, 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 Oshikuru, oh, 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 Oshikuru.
Stokes from CSI appears in 2.5 Men.
Friend of the bride or friend of the groom?
Friend of mine.
Now, the CSI universe consists of CSI Vegas, CSI Cyber, CSI New York, CSI Miami, and CSI Crime Scene Investigation.
So the question becomes, Alex, was the mob sent to draw us to the crime scene? Or sent to destroy it?
The CSI verse also has crossovers with Without a Trace and Cold Case.
Doesn't life seem so rerunny? Hi, honey, I'm home. Hi, honey, I'm home.
June Cleaver from Leave It to Beaver appeared in Hi, Honey, I'm Home, which is a show I mentioned a very, very long time ago, it feels like, bringing the main universe of the PC Uku back in full circle. Now, we didn't talk about Hi, Honey, I'm Home earlier, so let's talk about it now.
You look ghastly. I know, I'm sorry.
The Munsters have appeared in Hi, Honey, I'm Home, along with Georgette Franklin Baxter from The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Georgette, what are you doing here? Well, I came all the way from Minneapolis just for this class.
Wow. The Georgette.
And Lisa Douglas from Green Acres appeared in the episode Honey's First Job. Green Acres also had several crossovers with Petticoat Junction and Beverly Hillbillies.
Mr. Carson? Chief Carson.
America's Favorite Family, the Brady Bunch, have also appeared in Hi, Honey, I'm Home.
Relocation's no picnic.
Tell me about it. When the Bradys were canceled, we got relocated to Detroit. All of us in a one-room walk-up.
Mission Magic is a spin-off of the Brady Bunch. And Carol Brady from the Brady Bunch appears in Instant Mom in the episode Not Your Mother's Day.
Tell me about it. I raised a bunch of kids.
This episode also features Marion Cunningham from Happy Days, Elise Keaton from Family Ties, and Lisa Landry from Sister Sister.
Just be grateful you don't have twins. Double the disappointment.
Henderson from Smart Guy appears in the Sister Sister episode Child's Play, and Stephen and Andy from Family Ties appear in an episode of Day by Day.
Oh, sorry I'm late. I lost my American Express card.
Along with appearing with many of the moms from sitcoms, Carol Brady has also appeared with Jeannie from I Dream of Jeannie. Now, Jeannie brings us to one of our most crossovered properties, and it might surprise you, because it's Scooby-Doo. Jeannie appears in an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Like it's really been a groove, meeting you guys.
Oh, yes. Especially you, Scoob.
Now, we'll be looking at every Scooby-Doo show besides the 2010s Mystery Inc., Be Cool Scooby-Doo, and the live-action films. As it's not stated anywhere else, all the other shows are canon to the same universe, meaning they will all exist in the main continuity of the PC Uku.
Jeepers! Jinkies!
Other live-action properties that have made the crossover to animation to meet the Mystery Inc. gang include the 1960s Batman and Robin show, The Addams Family, Elvira, The Three Stooges, Family Matters, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Supernatural, who crossed the multiverse to do so.
Son of a bitch.
Animated properties that have met the gang include the 90s animated series Batman, Harvey Birdman, The Brave and the Bold Batman, Timmy Turner from The Fairly Odd Parents, We Bare Bears, Billy and Mandy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy,
Look at me, I'm a stinking dog. Drop it!
Courage the Cowardly Dog, Johnny Bravo, Yogi Bear, Magilla Gorilla, Dynomutt, Speed Buggy, Josie and the Pussycats, The Young Justice Crew, the Teen Titans from the Teen Titans Go series, and OKKO.
And the Grim Reaper is so hot!
Does this potentially connect 5 different Batmen to the same universe?
Batman, Bruce Wayne, Batman. Or have you met?
Not now.
Maybe, but for now let's go down each of these threads one at a time.
I didn't know anybody could be so daffy.
Then you don't know the Three Stooges.
Let's start with the Three Stooges, who all three make an appearance in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. And Curly, by himself, makes a guest appearance decades later in Sam and Cat, which is a show set in the same universe as both iCarly and Victorious.
Oh, come on! I want to be a part of your iCarly unspoken communication!
Stacy Dilson, a character from Zoe 101, appears in both Sam and Cat and iCarly.
Say, who's she? Her? She's your friend who came to visit you.
Gavin and Craig from Drake and Josh appear in iCarly.
I can't believe you made me wait in line for 2 hours to see iCarly.
And Crazy Steve appears on Sam and Cat.
Look at you, look at you! The cow says boo!
See ya! And Helen appears in both Game Shakers and Victorious.
Thought Crazy Steve was crazy. All right, better call the police to come get...
Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell shows up to the school in Victorious.
So just shut your face and let Mr. Belding teach!
Thank you, Zach.
Saved by the Bell is a spin-off of Good Morning Miss Bliss and has its own spin-offs, The College Years, and Saved by the Bell, the 2020 version.
Told ya. Abs of steel. And that's just from crunches and diarrhea tea, bro.
Addie from Unfabulous makes a brief appearance on Megan from Drake and Josh's website.
Megan! Yes, can I help you?
Henry Danger crosses over with Ryan's World and the Thundermans.
Are you the daughter of Thunderman?
Yeah.
And the Hendersons from Haunted Hendersons appear in the Thundermans.
We're back. What up, Captain Lightning Bolt?
Henry Danger has a spin-off called Danger Force.
That's just the doorbell.
I know.
Danger Force appears in a crossover episode with That Girl Lele, Side Hustle, Young Dylan, and Warped.
How much do you think we should sell it for?
No idea, but let's keep whispering so they know how serious our huddle is.
Oh.
Let's move on to our next Scooby-Doo connection, Elvira.
Hey, nerds! Oh, you all turned around? Wow.
Elvira makes appearances in several shows, including The Fall Guy, Chips, Parker Lewis Can't Lose, Mario Brothers Super Show, Last Man Standing, and The Goldbergs.
This is starting to be a whole thing, and there's a line going back to the Walden books.
The Goldbergs were at a bar mitzvah where Robbie Hart is singing, and Jimmy Moore from the movie Wedding Singer appears on this episode.
Let's get you two lovebirds married.
Inspector Gadget appears in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
I understand you plumbers can fix anything mechanical. I need an emergency adjustment. The name is Gadget. Inspector Gadget.
HR Puffin-Stuff appears in Chips, and the Fall Guy appears in Trauma Center.
Just sit back and enjoy the ride, kid.
Mike Baxter from Last Man Standing has met another Tim Allen character, Tim Taylor from Home Improvement.
Well, anyway, a lot of people have been telling me for a long time that there's this outdoor guy that looks just like me, and so they're talking about me in Detroit. Well, what else do they have to talk about? Certainly not the Lions.
Home Improvement is in the same universe as Toy Story, as confirmed by the Binford Toolbox in Sid's room.
It's a tool movie, but it's not a Bug's Life tool.
Well, then I don't understand. What is it then?
And action!
I'm like from A Bug's Life, and Jerry from Jerry's Game also appear in Toy Story 2. Boo from Monsters, Inc. appears in Toy Story 4, while a Jessie doll from Toy Story appears in Monsters, Inc. Rex appears in WALL-E. The daycare Sunnyside from Toy Story 3 appears in one of Riley's memories in Inside Out.
Triple income will make you smile. Did I ask for the commercial?
Duke Kaboom appears in The Incredibles 2, and Buzz Lightyear appears in Finding Nemo.
Preference anterior crown, would you please? And,
Nemo from Finding Nemo appears amongst a bunch of salmon in Brother Bear. Carl and Ellie from Up write Andy from Toy Story a letter in Toy Story 3. Doug from Up appears in Ratatouille.
Speak!
Hi there.
And finally, a Lightyear movie sticker from the movie Lightyear appears in Turning Red, showing that Turning Red exists in the same universe as Toy Story, as Lightyear is canonically a movie in Toy Story.
So, Miss Dinkley, how would you characterize your friend's odd behavior?
When they get nervous, they laugh, and they're always hungry. That's it.
Nothing further.
Our next Scooby-Doo connection, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, is a spin-off of Birdman and Birdman and the Galaxy Trio.
Question before you today is a simple one.
Besides pointing to traditional fossil forms, or DNA polymorphisms, or tonsils, or domesticated animals, or gene sequences, or male nipples, or common sense, how does one prove evolution?
Johnny Quest from Johnny Quest and Fred Flintstone from the Flintstones both have cameos in Harvey Birdman.
Thank you for coming in, Mr.
Call me Freddy.
The Flintstones have also met the Jetsons in the Flintstones-Jetsons crossover movie.
And I'll let you have it for old time's sake.
Characters from Bewitched appeared in an episode of the Flintstones.
We're your new neighbors. I'm Wilma Flintstone, and this is Betty Rubble. Nice to meet you. I'm Samantha, and that's my husband, Darren.
Dr. Bombay from Bewitched appears in Passions.
Witch doctor, hear my plea. A witch is sick. Come and see.
Who calls?
Mary Connell from Las Vegas appears in 2 episodes of Passions. Dunder Mifflin, the company from The Office, is shown to exist in the Las Vegas universe.
Hey, Mike, Dunder Mifflin just booked another ballroom, so you might want to get some extra security guards.
Thanks, will do.
The US office also exists in the same universe as the UK office, as Michael Scott has met David Brent.
Oh, David Brent, my liege. How are you?
Michael Scott!
Oh, bloody hell.
Montego, the hotel from Las Vegas, has also appeared in the show Heroes, which has a spin-off, Heroes Reborn.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Fred Flintstone has also appeared in one of our other Scooby-Doo connections, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yabba, yabba, dabba, yabba, dabba.
Which was a spin-off of Grim and Evil. The show Grim and Evil had also spun off the show Evil Con Carne.
I did it! I'm super bad!
Other characters who have appeared on Billy and Mandy include Yogi Bear, Grape Ape, Secret Squirrel, the Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Chowder, the Kids Next Door, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and Cow from Cow and Chicken.
My name is Fred Fredburger. I'm on TV, and sometimes I like TV shows that have monkeys.
Fred Fredburger has also appeared alongside Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy, Skip from Camp Lazlo, and Slips Python from My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
The Earthlings are obviously more mentally superior than we thought.
Heifer from Rocco's Modern Life appears in Camp Lazlo.
That's him, officer! That's the bad moose who locked me in the closet all summer and stole my job as Scoutmaster.
Rocco also exists in a vast Nickelodeon cartoon multiverse that we'll touch on a little later, as it might be a little confusing right now. For now, let's go back to Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oi, new recruits. I'd hate to meet the loser kid who imagined that guy.
Dexter and Ed, Edd and Eddy make a cameo appearance in the episode Eddie Monster. Blue makes an appearance in the Wander Over Yonder episode, The End of the Galaxy. Wander and Sylvia appear in the final episode of Future Worm, along with Dipper, Mabel, and Stan from Gravity Falls, Pickle and Peanut, and Star, Marco, Ponyhead, and Kelly from Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
Oinks, oinks! The crazy robot's back!
Got any cheese?
Once again, we head back to our Scooby-Doo connections to find Urkel from Family Matters.
It's time to do the Urkel.
Family Matters was a spin-off of Perfect Strangers, and not only has Urkel met the Miss Reinking, he has also met the Tanner family from Full House.
Why do you talk like a Mickey Mouse? That's because I'm from Chicago.
And the Lamberts in Step by Step.
You were great. Well, usually when I say something like that, I end up crawling on the floor looking for my glasses.
Michelle Tanner appears on the Hanging with Mr. Cooper episode, Hanging with Michelle.
Well, how'd you do that?
I rang the quiet bell.
Well, thank you, little person.
Urkel also mentions in the Family Matters episode, Beauty and the Beast, that he is friends with Corey Matthews from Boy Meets World.
Well, whatever you do, don't send it to me.
I'll send it to my friend Corey Matthews in Philadelphia. Yeah, that way I'll keep my good luck flowing.
Dana from Step by Step has also appeared on the Boy Meets World episode, Happiest Show on Earth.
Maybe you'll have better luck. What is your name?
Corey.
Corey. Well, I hope you find who you're looking for.
Boy Meets World also has a spin-off, which we covered earlier, Girl Meets World. Eric Matthews from Boy Meets World takes Sabrina Spellman from Sabrina the Teenage Witch out on a date.
Oh, well, I'll just say it. He was dating a witch.
What's so spooky about that?
While Salem, Sabrina's cat, accidentally sends the Boy Meets World gang to World War II.
Those darn hippies. They talk about free love, then they want me to chip in for gas, like I got a wallet.
Sabrina also appears in the Clueless episode Mr. Right, the Teen Angel episode One Dog Night, and the You Wish episode Genie Without a Cause.
Let's hit the beach, baby! I hear the tuna are running in Santa Monica.
Beth Broderick, who plays Zelda Spellman, reprises her role in Melissa and Joey, confirming that Mel from Melissa and Joey is Sabrina with her memories wiped.
You will lose your powers and remain immortal forever.
So, no more witchy stuff, you know, like...
No, that all goes away.
Both Sabrina's aunts, Hilda and Zelda, have also jumped into the multiverse and met Sabrina from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
I'm so confused. Ambrose said this would be another cosmos similar to our own, but this?
Ambrose? Who the heck is Ambrose?
This version of Sabrina has crossed over with the CW hit show Riverdale on a few occasions.
My Nana and I are forever in your debt. Oh, don't be ridiculous. You know I'd do anything to help a fellow witch.
Now, earlier we had also mentioned Sabrina has met Scooby-Doo, so I think this is a good time to go back to some Scooby-Doo connections.
Shaggy?
Like at your service and Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo-Doo.
Yogi Bear, who met a pup named Scooby-Doo, has crossed over many times with characters like Huckleberry Hound, Top Cat, Peter Potamus, Quick Draw McGraw, Grape Ape, Secret Squirrel, Snagglepuss, and Wacky Races.
That's a nice picnic basket you got there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yogi has also appeared in I Am Weasel, Billy and Mandy, and Duck Dodgers.
Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
Casper the Friendly Ghost, who had a Christmas special with Yogi Bear and other Hanna-Barbera characters, has crossed over with Richie Rich and Wendy the Witch multiple times.
What are you doing here? I just got lonely without you.
The Casper movie also welcomes a few crossover appearances, including Father Guido Sarducci, Ray from Ghostbusters, and the Crypt Keeper.
Who you gonna call? Someone else.
Father Sarducci made an appearance in the show Married with Children and Blossom, where the credits mention him as God. So, Father Sarducci, God of the PCU crew? Potentially.
And I did the same thing. I decided to one day quit my job, start a new church, and name myself the Pope.
Hilary Banks from the show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air also made a guest appearance in the show Blossom.
Shake a leg. We gotta get into that Universal tour and see the backdraft ride.
Oh, then you should probably leave now before the fire goes out.
The Fresh Prince finale welcomed guest appearances by George and Louise Jefferson from The Jeffersons and Arnold and Mr. Drummond from Different Strokes.
You know, this looks like a great place, Arnold.
Yeah, Willis would love it.
Arnold from Different Strokes has also appeared in Silver Spoons.
This is the greatest story ever. I'm talking Pulitzer.
It has been confirmed that George Jefferson's cousin is Julie Williams from the show ER. And George Jefferson has also appeared in Tyler Perry's House of Pain.
I'll be taking one question for each of you, not two, one at a time. Thank you so much. Yes.
Who are you?
Yeah, my name is Muddia, Mud to the damn DEA. You only get a first name because I have warrants. Thank you so much. Next question.
One of Tyler Perry's most famous characters, Medea, has also appeared in House of Pain, confirming all of Medea's appearances and movies exist in the PCU. Tyler Perry's PCU?
I bucketed him up.
Honey, if it's that wet, you need a gynecology.
Hopping on back to the Jeffersons, this show had the spin-off All in the Family, which had the spin-off Maude.
Then there's more. There we go. That was an ordeal.
Which had the spin-off Good Times, and Stymie from Good Times has appeared in the show Maude.
But you either gonna do what you do good and let me do what I do good, or else that's that.
And with this, would you believe we're hopping back to Scooby-Doo, this time to talk about Johnny Bravo.
Sweet house! Jinkies!
Jinkies?
Johnny Bravo and the Mystery Inc. had a 30-minute special where they crossed over and helped Johnny Bravo solve a mystery.
You with me? Come on!
Johnny Bravo has also had many encounters with other franchises, including Speed Buggy, I Am Weasel, Jabberjaw, the Powerpuff Girls, and the Flintstones.
Fred Flintstone just saved this man's life. Any comments about our new local hero?
As you can see, the Cartoon Network Hanna-Barbera part of the PCUku is pretty well interconnected, as many of these characters have crossed over several times.
Is the Super Banana Bomb Pop made of real bananas? Hey, wait, this is tofu.
We Bare Bears, another cartoon that has crossover with Scooby-Doo, also has a crossover with the show Summer Camp Island.
But we can help you get home. We have a max. It's magic.
We've talked a lot about Cartoon Network for a moment, so let's move over to Nickelodeon for just a quick second. Because one of our more interesting Scooby-Doo connections is the Fairly Odd Parents, as Scooby and Shaggy made a brief cameo appearance running alongside Cosmo, Wanda, and Timmy.
Yay, Wanda, we're in Fairy World! Cosmo, this isn't Fairy World!
Fairly Odd Parents also has a crossover short with Danny Phantom, Bunsen is a Beast, and Tough Puppy.
Who's been messing with the ghost portal? I like pushing the buttons for no reason!
As we talked at the top of this video, probably about 2 hours at this point, Timmy also famously travels the multiverse 3 times to rizz up Cindy Vortex.
Having a good time, my trans-dimensional sweet? I can't believe we're flying on an actual Pegasus. Actually, Cindy, the term is winged horsey.
And also to hang out with Jimmy Neutron.
Thanks for saving my dog. Thanks for saving my, fairy programs? Sure, fairy programs!
Both Timmy and Jimmy also appear in the Multiverse saga, Nicktoons Unite.
He's a giant block of cheese. Timmy, SpongeBob is a sponge from a place called Bikini Bottom.
Subsequent games include characters from El Tigre, Tac Tac and the Power of Juju, Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern Life, My Life as a Teenage Robot, Invader Sim, and Cat Scratch.
Wait a minute. If this is a ghost zone, then those things before, they must have been ghosts!
Patchy from SpongeBob appears in Big Time Rush. XJ9's Arm appears in Mighty B. Miss Bitters from Invader Sim appears in the Loud House episode Link or Swim, alongside Miss Fowl from Jimmy Neutron, Uncle Iroh from Avatar The Last Airbender, Grandpa Phil from Hey Arnold, and Grandpa Stu from Rugrats.
I just replaced this hip!
The Loud House also has a spin-off called The Casa Grandes, while Avatar has the spin-off Legend of Korra, and Rugrats has the spin-off All Grown Up.
Oh, you're just my flexion. How you doing, Chucky? You're gonna boo what?
The Rugrats also have had a crossover movie with the Wild Thornberries, which was called Rugrats Go Wild.
And because I'm an expert, I say, everybody into the drum!
Ickis, Crumb, and Obelina from Real Monsters appear in the Rugrats episode Ghost Story.
Oh, definitely pudding.
Circling back to Fairly Odd Parents in the main PCUku, the show also had an appearance of the DeLorean from the Back to the Future franchise. It has also been confirmed that the owners of the DeLorean, Doc and Marty, had visited the time period of the Disney live-action Pinocchio at some point before or during the film. This is confirmed in the film when we see the Save the Clock Tower poster in a bottle Jiminy Cricket is standing on. The Save the Clock Tower poster famously was seen all over the first film.
Save the clock tower! Save the clock tower!
Doc Brown from Back to the Future has also appeared in A Million Ways to Die in the West, along with the DeLorean itself.
What's that?
Nothing. It's weather experiment.
Another character to have appeared in A Million Ways to Die in the West is Django from Django Unchained, casually unaliving a gun salesman.
What's your name?
I'm gonna rise right out of the ground.
Django. Then you're exactly the one I'm looking for.
Crazy Craig Coons from Django Unchained happens to be the great-grandfather of Captain Coons from Pulp Fiction.
Granddad was facing death. He knew it.
Django also has a canon comic sequel where he crosses paths with the legendary Zorro.
Do you know how to use that thing?
Point the end goes into the other man.
Zorro has a spin-off called Lady Rawhide. Zorro also has comic crossovers with Lone Ranger, The Land That Time Forgot, The Green Hornet, and through the multiverse has met Nestor from Howard and Nestor. Going back to the Tarantino universe for a bit, Vincent Vega from Pulp Fiction is the brother of Vic Vega from Reservoir Dogs.
You ever seen that show Cops? I was watching it one time and there was this cop on. He was talking about this gunfight he had in the hallway with this guy, right? And he just unloaded on this guy.
Additionally, the Big Kahuna restaurant chain from Pulp Fiction actually had its first appearance in Reservoir Dogs.
All right, I'll take care of the check. You guys can get the tip.
Seth Gecko from Dusk Till Dawn, Angela from Four Rooms, Rami and Michelle from Rami and Michelle, and Shark Boy and Lava Girl from the best film ever, Shark Boy and Lava Girl, have all visited the Big Kahuna chain restaurant.
Aloha! Welcome to the Big Kahuna Burger. Would you like to try our Special Agent Utah meal? With juicy pineapple, gooey cheese, sizzling bacon, and I can walk it through the garden.
Mr. White from Reservoir Dogs and Alabama from True Romance were partners according to Quentin Tarantino.
I haven't seen Bama over a year and a half.
I thought you two were a team.
We worked for a little while. Did about 4 jobs together. Then decided to call it quits.
Lee Donowitz, who is also from True Romance, is the son of Sergeant Donnie from Inglourious Bastards.
I'm with that party that you wanted me to get together with, Lee. You know who I'm talking about?
I don't believe this. Elliot, why the hell are you talking to me on my phone about that?
Earl McGraw from Dusk Till Dawn appears in Kill Bill Volume 1, Planet Terror, Death Proof, and Machete.
Well, what are you gonna do? Not a goddamn thing. DA says ain't no crime here.
Machete is technically a spin-off of Spy Kids.
It's a rubber band.
Yeah, but it's also the world's greatest gadget. 999 uses. And the important thing is, you have to figure out what those uses are.
Bringing all of the Spy Kids franchise into the PCUku.
Close your eyes, shut your mouth, dream a dream and get us out. Dream, 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 dream.
The best movie ever, as mentioned earlier, Shark Boy and Lava Girl, has a spin-off movie, We Can Be Heroes, where Shark Boy and Lava Girl's daughter appears.
How about Shark Boy and Lava Girl? They still married?
Jungle Julie from Death Proof is mentioned in the film Planet Terror, while the Crazy Babysitter twins from Planet Terror appear in Death Proof. I swear, we're getting close to the end of these Scooby-Doo connections, but we have to go back a couple more times.
I forgot how much running was involved in these chases.
Teen Titans Go have a Family Feud crossover with Scooby-Doo.
Tell me, boy Blunder, why is the Scooby Gang so much more entertaining and funny and all around better than you?
I refuse to further debase myself, control freak.
Teen Titans Gang also crossover with many different franchises, including the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Powerpuff Girls, Young Justice, Beetlejuice, Thundercats, Freakazoid, and through traveling through the multiverse, it crosses over with the original Teen Titans cartoon, the Teen Titan animated movies, and the Batman.
And you know the best part of a multiverse imperiling superhero crossover event?
What?
Don't ask him. No, he's gonna explain it.
Thundercats has many crossovers with Masters of the Universe, while Freakazoid is part of the Spielberg cartoonverse, which includes Freakazoid, Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, and Elmira Pinky and the Brain.
We were just wondering, who's your favorite?
Who are you people?
Tiny Toons is in itself a spin-off of Looney Tunes.
What'd you expect, Doc? Warren Beatty?
Which, for being around as long as they have, don't have that many crossovers.
Wile E. Coyote! Boink! This could take a while.
Daffy Duck has met the Groovy Ghoulies and Drew Carey from The Drew Carey Show.
Well, what are your qualifications?
You want qualifications? I got 'em coming out the wazoo.
While Wile E. Coyote appears on Night Court,
I find you guilty of harassment. And might I add, if you're hungry, go to a restaurant for crimini's sake, or a grocery store, but leave that poor bird alone.
Which has a recent reboot show of the same name.
This is Dan Fielding. Oh, wow. Of all the days to leave my selfie stick at home.
You could always use that stick up your ass.
Drew Carey, from The Drew Carey Show, appears in the Grace Under Fire episode, Vegas, the Ellen episode, Drew Gets Married, and he appears with Mimi in Coach, which has many crossovers with the show Newhart.
I'm a detective from the 15th Police. Come out of there. What's going on, Fluffy?
James Martinez from NYPD Blue appears in the Drew Carey episode, New York and Queens.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, Chemical X.
Circling back to the Powerpuff Girls, their city, Townsville, appears as a dystopian wasteland in Samurai Jack, while Miss Bellum appears in an episode of Chowder.
Excuse me, I'm looking for my blind date. I was supposed to meet him here, but I ran late. Monsters attacked the town again.
Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup make an appearance on Inimalu. Inimalu has also interviewed Ben 10 from the Ben 10 rebooted series, Mordecai and Rigby from the regular show, and Darwin from the Wonderful World of Gumball.
Know what time it is? It's hero time!
Ben 10 brings us once again into the PC Uku multiverse.
If you think of time and space as a tree with branches.
Oh, not again.
As the rebooted Ben 10 has crossed over with many Bens, including the Ben from OG Ben 10, Ben 10 Alien Force, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, and Ben 10 Omniverse.
Look at all these me's! The ultimate team-up!
Hey, little Ben, let's talk more strategy.
The Ben from Alien Force travels the multiverse to meet Generator Rex.
Sweet! So what's the plan? You build stuff, I make it better, fight, we win. Works for me.
A younger version of Generator Rex also appears in the rebooted Ben 10.
What's the green light mean?
Green means go!
Ben from Omniverse has crossed over with Secret Saturdays from the Cartoon Network show Secret Saturdays.
Yeah. Meeting you is the good.
Oh, right back at ya.
Dude, that's my mom.
Lockdown's Hook and Grimlock's Fire Sword from the Transformers animated series appear in Ben 10 Omniverse in the episode The More Things Change Part 2.
All right, so imagine there are multiple versions of Earth. One where the Nazis won World War II, one where Kennedy was never assassinated.
Oh yeah, one where all of us are evil.
Been there, it sucks.
Now it's time to delve into the complex DC Comics multiverse. As mentioned earlier, the Teen Titans from Teen Titans Go have met the animated universe Teen Titans. These Teen Titans exist in the DC animated films universe, which include the films The Flashpoint Paradox, Justice League War, Son of Batman, Justice League Throne of Atlantis, Nightwing and Robin, Batman and Robin, Batman Bad Blood, Justice League vs. Teen Titans, Constantine City of Demons, Justice League Dark, Teen Titans, The Judas Contract, Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay, The Death of Superman, Reign of the Supermen, Batman, Hush, Wonder Woman Bloodlines, and Justice League, Apocalypse War.
In fact, I really bonded with me, myself, and I.
As mentioned earlier, multiple Batmen all seem to exist in the PC Uku main universe at the same time. One of those being the DC Animated Universe Batman.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!
This Batman crosses over with the rest of the DCAU, which include Batman Beyond, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, The Zeta Project, and Static Shock.
Can I help?
Probably not.
Is he always this friendly?
Hey, he didn't say no.
The Batman from the Batman animated cartoon, the Batman from the 1960s Batman, and the Batman from Super Friends appear in a multiverse episode of Batman the Brave and the Bold. The 1960s Batman has crossed over with the Green Hornet, the Man from U.N.C.L.E. TV show, and Hogan's Heroes.
What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same question.
Pursuing the enemies of law and order wherever they happen to be.
Aren't you in the wrong city?
On special assignment for the Daily Sentinel.
Burt Ward reprises his role as Robin in Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Holy crimson skies of death!
This event connects multiple DC franchises through the multiverse, including Superman Returns, Smallville, Stargirl, Titans, Lucifer, Birds of Prey, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, the 1990 Flash, the DCEU Flash, and the Arrowverse, which includes Constantine, Arrow, The Ray, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, Batwoman, Supergirl, Vixen, and The Flash.
And now you are ready. Ready for what? A crisis.
Barry Allen from the Arrowverse met the DCEU Barry Allen through the Speed Force.
You want a selfie, bro?
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm also the Flash.
This gives the DCEU its own little pocket in the PC Uku multiverse.
Have you ever met the Flash?
Yeah, I met the Flash. Like everybody else has ever met him, I thought he was an unbearable D-bag.
What about Wonder Woman?
This includes Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, Justice League, Aquaman, Shazam, Birds of Prey, The Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, Black Adam, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, The Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Is this what I think it is?
The DCEU Flash also meets a version of Michael Keaton's Batman from the 1989 Batman and George Clooney's Batman from Batman Forever in the multiverse.
You're not Batman. What's wrong with you?
At the end of that same film, we get cameos from Superman 1, 2, 3, and 4, Supergirl from the 80s Supergirl movie, Teddy Sears as Jay Garrick from the CW Flash, and George Reeves Superman from the 1950s Superman TV show, which brings us right back to the beginning of the PC Uku main universe. George Reeves as Superman appeared on I Love Lucy.
How do you do? My name is Superman.
Seems like we might be at the end of the PC Uku.
It's over. Go home.
However, a lot of properties connect together thanks to Fortnite. Fortnite is a massively successful online battle royale game that has collaborated with many franchises in the past. How does Fortnite fit into the PC Uku?
Can you hear me? Hear me?
Surprisingly, Fortnite actually has very deep canon lore that actually proves Fortnite crosses over with the canon versions of the characters. The Fortnite Island actually exists at the 0 point of the multiverse, a loop at the beginning of space and time that weaves out into the vast multiverse.
The 0 point is imploding. We've lost control. Save yourself.
If I don't stop this, it could destroy all existence.
Many characters that we've already talked about have canonically visited the island. This includes Ripley from Alien, the Predator from the Predator franchise, Rick and Morty, Ash from The Evil Dead, Peter Griffin from Family Guy, Fry Bender and Leela from Futurama, Eddie Brock from Venom, Miles Morales, Miguel O'Hara, and Gwen Stacy from the Spider-Verse films, multiple MCU characters including Spider-Man, Thanos, Thor, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and many others.
Cute. You know, I was hoping we'd have an excuse to try out the battle bus's laser cannons.
Multiple characters from Star Wars including Rey, Chewbacca, and Darth Vader, the T-800 from Terminator, Aang, Toph, Zuko, Katara, and Korra from the Avatar franchise, the Ghostbusters, multiple DCEU characters including Harley Quinn, Aquaman, and Black Adam, and Arrow and Flash from the Arrowverse shows.
Give her a second. It's the guy from Fortnite!
Now, let's see what other characters that Fortnite brings into our PC Uku multiverse. Eleven, Demogorgon, and Chief Hopper from Stranger Things have visited the island. The kids from Stranger Things have also appeared in an episode of Paradise PD, which has had crossover episodes with Brickleberry and Farzar.
Who are those guys?
Items from Attack on Titan appear on the Fortnite island. Several characters from the Dragon Ball series appear in Fortnite. Characters from Dragon Ball, along with characters from One Piece and Toriko, appear in the crossover anime IParty. Dr. Slump from the anime Dr. Slumps appears in Dragon Ball. Sticking with anime for a moment, characters from Naruto also make the leap to Fortnite. And Naruto himself made a cameo appearance in the anime Yu-Gi-Oh!
Greetings, program. Welcome to the grid.
Items from the franchise Tron have also appeared across the Fortnite island on several occasions. Other characters that have found themselves on the Fortnite island include John Wick, the dude from Free Guy, Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas, Christopher Nolan's Batman from the Dark Knight franchise, Paul Atreides and Chani from Dune, Kratos from God of War, who also makes a cameo appearance in Shovel Knight,
A god of war. God of pain.
Geralt from The Witcher, characters from My Hero Academia, items from Cobra Kai, which is a spin-off show from the Karate Kid franchise.
I figured we'd work things out eventually. But then Daniel LaRusso came to town.
Indiana Jones, and RoboCop.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
The video game and movie versions of Nathan Drake and Chloe Frazer both make the leap to the Fortnite island.
What the hell happened to you two?
Fell out of a car that fell out of a plane?
Huh. Hey, something like that happened to me once.
Okay.
The precursor orb from Jak and Dexter has also made an appearance in the Uncharted video game series. And we have Invincible, Adam Eve, and Omni-Man making the jump to the Fortnite island.
Let me break it down for you, Mark.
And this crossover was actually canonized by the show in the season 2 finale, where Mark uses a gun from the game to attack Angstrom Levy.
That's all, folks. Is he allowed to say that? Legally?
And there you have it, a massively interconnected multiverse that includes many franchises from shows, movies, comics, and video games.
Can we just be done?
Ooh, we're just getting started.
No, with the whole multiverse thing.
Thanks to the PCUku, we now know that Johnny Bravo exists in the same universe as Star Wars, The Muppets, I Love Lucy, Ghostbusters, and many other beloved franchises.
It's a prism of endless possibility.
And the best part is, this list is only going to continue to grow with time. As more franchises cross over in the future, this list may have many other properties added to it.
It never ends.
But for now though, this is the complete list of the PCUku.
Completed checklist. Check.
And now, you also have the knowledge to tell people basically any franchise exists in the MCU.
An impressive knowledge of the Marvel Universe.
So that'll be an easy way to annoy people.